Alrighty my friends, welcome to another episode of Xpill Talk. Usually I didn't want to talk about politics about this channel because when you talk about politics it's just annoying for some people, and yeah, I mean, but who gives a shit? The thing is this, I saw a very disturbing YouTube video which has about 1, 2, 3 million views, and some English guy, some reporter says that we in Austria closed our borders and we don't allow any immigrants, migrants, asylum seeking guys anymore to Austria. But that's not true. That's a fucking lie. Actually, our borders are wide open and all immigrants come to our country, and when we get rid of one Syrian criminal maybe in 3 months, which is publicity like in every newspaper, on every mainstream media, fake news media, it's much. So everybody can come to Austria and stay here because we just give them money, we give them everything, and some of them earn more money when they come to Austria than me, because they come with about 10 kids and they get child support. They get about 4, 5, 6,000 euros sometimes, and the people who pay this are me and you, the Austrian people who pay taxes. We pay taxes and we pay for them that they can stay here and do nothing and do a lot of crimes. A lot of crimes, a lot of rapes, a lot of killing, knife killing. These are also the guys that our knife laws will be much harder in the future, because these people come here and they just give a shit. Some example of this European Union, which in my opinion is such a bullshit crap, which Austria should have never joined this fucking European Union. So when a migrant can come to Slovakia, like there, he comes there illegally or not, or he just walks there, is no problem for him to cross Austria, because here you can nearly walk through the river and you're in Austria. And if they catch you, what are they doing? They say, oh, asyl, 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 and they are in the full service of the Austrian government, and the people who pay this shit are we. And we are getting sick of this because the taxes are rising up, the social security prices we have to pay are rising up, and this is just because we need to support these people who come to Austria and never worked one day in their life, just causing troubles. Of course there are some who really needs our help, but most of the people, 90%, are young men which are able to defend their country. But what they are doing, they come here to my country and they just give a shit about the rules, they give a shit about everything, and we have to pay the price. And not me, a lot of us people are sick of this shit, and when you say something about that, then you are a Nazi. You are a Nazi when you say something against this migrant scum which is coming to Austria and all to Europe. We are just Nazis. The same in Germany. Germany is the same. This is why many of these people are voting for AfD, for Alice Weidel. If I would be a German, I would vote for Weidel too. I'm here in Austria. I also vote for the right-wing party, for the FPÖ, because these are, in my opinion, the only guys who are doing something against this crisis. But they're not in charge right now. In charge we have 3 parties. In Austria we have a lot of parties, 3 parties, and they just want to get their money, they just want to get paid. And we call ourselves, I would call myself a patriot, but I'm not a racist. I'm not a racist, yeah, because I'm not. We just want to keep our country like it is, like it was before, with the culture, with the everything. And when you go to Vienna, in Vienna there are about 90% of the children which are in kindergarten and schools are migrants. They are not born German speakers. And even if they are born in Austria, this doesn't mean that they speak German. So they come to school and know nothing. And all the Austrian kids, when they go to school, they are of course disabled because they start to speak Arabic. I'm very sure it's gonna clash, and it's not working out because we have to work longer years. They want to keep the pension age up, and we work for those migrants. And then I see a YouTube video and they say we closed our borders. The shit is closed. And many of these left-wing people, I don't call them or fuck, I just call them left-wing guys you would call them in America. They are the Green Party, the Pink Party, the Red Party. This is the left wing. And when you say something about all this situation, you are a Nazi. A Nazi. It's even worse in Germany. It's even worse in Germany. And for all the young people who don't know what a Nazi is, the Nazis were these guys. They killed Jewish people, anti-Semitic people. They were anti-Semitic and killed all the Jews in concentration camps. So they killed them with gas. Yeah, they killed children, women, disabled persons. These are Nazis. These are crimes against humanity. This is a Nazi. And when you call me or some other patriot who just want peace in their country a Nazi, this softens the word Nazi so much that it's mainstream. Nazi is now mainstream. Everything which is not in their mind, which is correct for them, which is like, they call it right wing. When you are patriotic, when you want to keep the Austrian flag up and stuff, or the German flag up, then you are a Nazi. When you say something in the Bundestag in Austria and Germany, say something that we have to stop the migration crisis because it's a crisis, then you are a Nazi. So you soften the word Nazi so much that it doesn't mean anything anymore. And a real Nazi, which was back in the days, it softens the word so much that it's unbelievable that this can happen. And it's getting worse and worse and worse. And this is why also this LGBT+ shit is so in the mainstream, because they want to soften us, they want to make us, I don't know, gay, wear the colors of this LGBT+, they want to flood us with migrants. I mean, Austrians are getting what, 1.5%, 1.5 child per person like this. The migrants have 8, 9. So what do you think is happening in 20 years? We have already people in charge with migration backgrounds. I mean, nothing against them, but in a few years, in a few 10 years, what do you think what's happening with the, I don't say white race, because this is racist, but this is how it is. And you can see the clashes in Ireland, in England. It's everywhere the same. The Germans are waking up already. There's a movement against it, but when they catch you with this movement, they make you a racist. They denunciate you. They talk shit about you, and they try to silence you. And they can silence you. They can silence you very easily these days. And it's getting worse and worse and worse. Even here, you have to be careful here. When I swim down there, which I will do, and I leave my backpack there, it can be stolen, because there's a lot of crime now also here in the countryside, which is very bad. Back in the days you could leave everything here, nobody would steal anything, but now you have to be very careful about everything. And we are on the countryside, and in Vienna is like little Baghdad, crazy. I see more people with, how is it called, full baklava now, with voll verschleiert, I forgot the word, covered in clothes, older woman. Choix, you idiot, it's called hijab when you put your face mask on like these chicks in Afghanistan and Syria. Fucking hijab. Bikini, like this, I don't know, I forgot, sorry. More than maybe in Arabic countries. Yeah, because Vienna is getting Baghdad. And also the third generation Turks, maybe they also, I think they are voting for FPÖ, for the right-wing party, because they are sick of it already. Because the migrants who work here, who build a living, who pay taxes, they are also angry or pissed about all these migrant, Afghan, Syrian, Somalia guys who are coming here, because they're just causing trouble, just here eating up our system and making all the other migrants look bad, because they just do nice, and the real guys who came here to work, they look very bad because of them, and so they are pissed as well. And we will see how long this is going on, because I don't think that's gonna end good. And another thing to this Nazi stuff, a lot of our grandfathers had to fight in the war, in the Second World War, and they were fighting for the Wehrmacht. The Wehrmacht is like the Austrian army, like nowadays, and they had to fight there. They had to do it. If you don't go to war, they were gonna kill you. And many of these Wehrmacht guys, they also had nothing for those Nazis. Yeah, the Nazis were the bad people, and many of the soldiers of the Austrian population didn't even know what they were doing, because there were no social media, no TikTok, no YouTube back in the days. You just had a radio and you hear something and you believe it. It's completely different now. So they had to stop to call the patriots Nazis, or the right-wing guys Nazis, because they are not. This is just a left-wing mainstream word, which is so weird that the population is doing nothing against this. And again, in Germany it's even worse. And I don't know if you know this, when a migrant, maybe from Afghanistan, comes to Austria, and after a few months he's allowed to get his whole family to Austria. We call it Familiennachzug. So one guy makes it here, and it takes 10-15 people from Afghanistan with them, and they are officially allowed to come here. And our taxes, my taxes, are paying their income. They do nothing. They're just living from our taxes. So imagine 1,000 Afghan guys, Syrian guys make it here, and all have family back home, and you make this for 10 years. Who do you think will rule in 10-15 years? Not the Austrians. And I'm a racist or what? Or a Nazi? Fuck you all. And this situation is all over Europe. Spain, Ireland. Spain was in the news, in the mainstream news, in the fake news, and they were saying right racists were hitting migrants in Spain. The correct term would be they just defended themselves against the migrants who attacked them. And the mainstream, the fake news, are saying they were racist and they attacked migrants. So they changed the narrative to the public with this fake news. It's fake news. So everybody thinks the Spanish guys are racist, but they are not. They were defending themselves. And the same is in Ireland. You can see it on YouTube, and these guys are also blamed for being racist. But they are not. They are just defending their country. They want their children to grow up in an environment they grow up, because everything is getting also more dangerous here with these guys. We have about a knife incidents every day, 3-4 times. We call it Einzelfall, the daily Abmesserung. Yeah. And this is why Germany and also Austria, we have now weapon-free zones. So maybe you have some parts in Vienna, you go there, you're not allowed to carry a weapon, which means of course a handgun, a knife, pepper spray. These are weapons, and you're not allowed to carry them. So if I have always a knife with me, or 2 or 3, Coastal Espada XL maybe, and they catch you, I mean, you get in serious trouble. But I have a knife all the time on me, because I need a knife, I want a knife, I'm a man, I need a knife, everybody needs a knife. You need it to cut cheesecake or to kill someone, no. To cut a cheesecake or defend yourself or whatever. You need a knife. Especially women these days need a knife to defend themselves. And they catch you there, you're gonna pay or whatever, you get a really high penalty. And those idiots think when the machete guys comes and kill some people, mostly these people are migrants, illegal migrants, they kill people. And of course they have a machete in the weapons-free zone. But do you think they don't take a weapon now because it's a weapons-free zone, a weapons ban zone? I mean, these politics are such brainwashed emptiness in their brains, you can't believe it. They live on a different planet. I help everybody. Everybody who needs something, I help everybody. I just have something against schmarotzer. Schmarotzer means people who coming here doing nothing and just want everything. I mean, those idiots, migrants, they really think they come here, they get a house, they get a wife, they get a blonde chick, and they think that's normal. They want to make here the Sharia, the Sharia law they want to make here. Some parts, I think some parts in Austria have this already, and the politics are too scared to do something against it, because if they do something against it, they are called racist as well. Nazi Partei, the Xpill, which is not Nazi, they are just the party who is for the people here. They are called Nazis, they are not in charge. The future of Austria and Europe with a politics like this are very bad. The outlook is very, very bad. I think there's a saying in America, you have to kill a cow to make a burger. Or if you want to make a burger, you kill a cow. Something like this. Might makes no sense, but I just told you this. And I go for a training with neoprene. Why? Because I need to train in a competition with neoprene. It's colder today, it's raining, so I think it's a perfect condition to do this. The water is warm, but still I have to train with this shit neoprene. Yeah. It's a good trick with the plastic, huh? And do you know what the worst thing about this fake news in Austria? We actually have to pay around 220 to 50 euro each year. We pay for the fake news that they enlighten us. We have to pay for this shit, which is completely fucked up. Completely fucked up. Yeah. I'm kind of pissed today. I pissed already in my wetsuit, so now I train. See you, bye. Alright, my name is X. There are 67,000 channels on this planet. I'm non-binary. My pronouns are them and theirs, and I identify as a goldfish. Yeah. And I love the LGBT plus TRSN community so much, because I'm one of theirs. Because I'm a fucking goldfish. Hell freaking fucking yeah. And watch my other channel, it's called X. I do knife destruction big time. Hell yeah. It's X talking to you. So I'm serious. So training is finished now. 1 hour with the neoprene. Just a slower swim. Pretty cool, pretty good. I'm kind of pissed 6 times in the wetsuit, which gets pretty warm on the neck, which is pretty cool. As you all know right now, I'm not taking life too seriously. This is why I have a fucked up knife channel where I do some crazy shit. But I put you the link down below where this guy or this YouTuber says about Austria that we closed our borders. I put the link down below, and the message to you, my friend, you need to research more and don't trust the mainstream brainwash fake news we have here. Just ask the people. The people will tell you what's going on in this country. Don't rely on fake news. Fake news. You are fake news. Yeah. Just do your the diligence. Read the diligence. And now I gave you my 2 cents about this bullcrap, and you can do whatever you want about it. But it's still freedom of speech, they say. I mean, we don't really have freedom of speech, because when you say what you think, it's mostly a bad thing, but still we have it, kind of, I think. If you love me, if you like me, you can share this video or send me some flowers. And for the hot chicks out there, you can call 555-JOX, and then we can have a chat on TikTok or some other fake news channel. I'm talking crap again because after swimming my brain is not working too good. It's good for swimming. A good training for swimming are push-ups. Push-ups gives you a six-pack like mine. So again, it's 555-JOX, but only hot chicks, please. Thank you.